Hello Amazon.com, it's me, Beau coming to you today with a travel tea kettle, or rather just kettle. You don't necessarily have to use it for tea, but if you're my brothers across the ocean in the UK, you'll probably be using this for tea. I personally use this for coffee as well as oatmeal when I'm on the road. Now, what's so cool about this is that yes, it does in fact collapse all the way down to that, which is pretty cool. Do keep in mind, it's a fairly solid kettle. I was really quite surprised when it showed up. Of course, you can check the actual weight. I'm trying to do this with one hand, but you can check the weight. It's about 1.5 pounds, or if you want to be really, really precise, I have my kitchen scale, and completely empty, it is 26 ounces. So if you are one of those minimalist type travelers who just is traveling with, let's say, a backpack, it's probably going to be too heavy for you. It's solid. This is not one of those knockoff Chinese type kettles that you see for a dime a dozen all over Amazon.com. It's like, yeah, sur la table degree, Cuisinart degree style of quality here. So we're going to go ahead and fill this up with water. You have to fill it above 0.2 liters, but not overfill or anything. And that's actually more than enough right there. And turn that off. We're gonna pop. Okay, so right now you can barely see the little line right there. It says 0.6 liters. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little line, which is rather convenient. So let's go ahead and pop this on like so. And plug it in. There's a wonderful little chime, little beep. Now here's how you actually go through the functions. There is adjust temperature, which we don't need to worry about that. And so you click this one right there, or keep warm, or gentle tap there for self-clean. You add vinegar and whatnot, but we're not gonna do that. So, and then it cycles back to off. So pretty much just one button function cycles through all the different functions. I imagine for 95% of you guys out there, you're gonna want this to boil water. So we're going to just select this one once. And as you can see, it's kind of checking out the temperature right there. It is 68 degrees, 67 degrees Fahrenheit. And we are going to, and if you want to change it to Celsius, you can do that. Just follow the instructions for adjusting the actual temperature right there. Or we're not gonna care about that. We're just gonna pretend that the vast majority of people out there are Americans and we use Fahrenheit. Sorry if I'm a little stubborn. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pause this for just a moment, and already we are seeing that it is getting pretty hot, 91 degrees. But I don't want to actually sit here until it actually gets to a boil, because that's going to take forever. All right, I'll get back to you in just a moment when it's fully boiling. And that took exactly 5 minutes from when I last left you to go all the way to 212 degrees Fahrenheit, which is boiling. But just to be sure, we're going to go ahead and gently take off that lid, and that is set at 70 degrees. We're going to kind of put that right in the middle of the water. And that is pretty much dead on, 211.8 degrees Fahrenheit. So yes, the actual digital thermometer built into this thing is accurate. Now, of course, if you are doing this for coffee, the optimal temperature is between 195 and 205. So you may want to let it kind of rest a little bit to drop it down to that optimal temperature. It also depends on if you're brewing white teas, green teas, black teas, etc. But I'm not going to go into that for now. All you probably care about is whether or not this effectively boils water. And yes, it does. Oh, it didn't even drip. That's a nice pour spout right there. I appreciate that. And it's fairly robust and sturdy too. That's one thing. Of course, a collapsible tea kettle. I'm like, okay, so is this going to collapse and spill water all over me? But no, it's fairly robust. You can tell this thick silicone around here, which is kind of hot to the touch, so be somewhat careful. But this up here doesn't bother or hurt the hand at all. So overall, 5 out of 5 stars, highly recommended if in fact you're like me and you do videography all over the world and you already have video equipment in a checked bag. I'm just gonna throw this into my checked bag, or rather continue to throw it into my checked bag. Once again, if you are one of those individuals who may travel a bit more light, let's say you just have a carry-on bag, this might be a little too heavy for you. I was really, once again, quite surprised as to the robustness of this guy. But for me, in my particular case, I don't care how heavy it is because it's in my checked luggage anyway. For me, 5 out of 5 stars, high quality, excellent bang for your buck, and this will absolutely pay itself off when I'm on the road making oatmeal and my own hot coffee all by myself. And I don't have to go out to eat for breakfast time or grab coffee down the road because I bring my own coffee. Fantastic, absolutely love it. Hope this helps, guys.